The rise and journey of Will Forte, award-winning comedian, actor, and producer. Will Forte is a comedy superstar, known for a variety of roles within the television and film industry, but comedy and writing were not always his career path.
The guy's a freaking genius! MacGruber!
Following in his father's footsteps, he graduated from the University of California, Los Angeles, and ultimately became a financial broker. Growing up, Will Forte had always shown interest in the comedy world, and has referenced comedians such as Peter Sellers, David Letterman,
Do you think I'm funny? Do you think I'm funny?
I do, as a matter of
Do you find me amusing?
and Steve Martin.
That's right. Professional comedian, can't trust a thing I say.
As some of his comedy idols. Will Forte never really planned on making it into a career for himself until he realized that being a financial broker was not the life for him. While working as a financial broker, Will Forte co-wrote a feature-length script and quickly realized that he had a passion for writing. While attending the University of California, people had encouraged Will Forte to take on comedy. Still, he would not choose to do so until his realization about his financial broker career path. His comedy journey would begin with him taking on classes at the Groundlings in Los Angeles, which is known for producing many other famous celebrities, such as Will Ferrell.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here at the Giggle Hut. I apologize for being late.
Jimmy Fallon,
Hello, welcome to Steve's Electronics. Hello, Mr. Langer. Good to see you again.
and Melissa McCarthy.
9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Here at Kate, I told you before, no more violence until your homework's finished. Francis, no.
His first professional job writing would be for the television show The Jenny McCarthy Show, which was a variety show starring Jenny McCarthy. It wouldn't be long before Will Forte would be asked to audition to write for The Late Show with David Letterman, where he would ultimately land the job and actually get to work with one of his childhood idols. After his time came to an end at The Late Show with David Letterman, he would find himself headed back to perform for the Groundlings main company, where he would work alongside other celebrities such as Maya Rudolph and Cheryl Hines. In 2000, he would find himself landing more high-profile jobs, writing for popular television shows such as The Third Rock from the Sun, and That 70s Show. While still working with the Groundlings main company, he would be noticed by the iconic Saturday Night Live creator, Lorne Michaels, who would ultimately invite him to audition for the show. At this point in time, Will Forte was in an excellent position writing for That 70s Show, as the show had just been renewed for 2 more seasons. He would audition for Saturday Night Live and absolutely win over the crew.
I am Tim Calhoun, and I am running for the office of President of America.
But turned down the position, noting his comfortability with his career writing for That 70s Show. Though he originally turned down the position with SNL,
Every step of the way with SNL terrified me.
he would find himself stepping into the show for season 28. After all his years prior to joining the show, Will Forte has mentioned that he found it difficult at first to perform like he once had truly.
Can I help you?
Well, that depends. Do you have any Kit Kat bars? Heck, I'll take anything without toffee. It's a real bitch on the fillings.
But after a little time had passed, he found himself comfortable again. He continued to star on SNL and eventually found himself stepping into acting and writing more, following his exit from the show in 2010. Will Forte has continued to thrive in the television and film industry ever since, with a variety of famous roles and projects under his belt. Growing up, Will Forte was born on June 17, 1970 in Alameda, California, to his mother Patricia C. and father Orville Willis Reb Forte III. As mentioned before, Will Forte was not always so interested in taking on the comedy world, but had shown interest as a child, even acting out radio shows and pranking his parents often. He was a football star in high school and completed college, headed on the track to work a 9-to-5 job. It is extremely interesting that Will Forte has a later start than most other comedians within the industry.
See who's at the door.
But was still able to win over people and take it on, which is highly inspiring. This fact just goes to show that it is never too late or too early to follow your dreams, which I think Will Forte makes a good example of. His success within the Groundlings ultimately would kickstart his successful career, and he has continued to remain successful ever since with his new projects in the works now. In the mid-2000s, he would star in the films and television shows such as The Brothers Solomon, The Slamming Salmon, Sit Down Shut Up, and more. Will Forte's best-known character on SNL was MacGruber, which became so popular that Lorne Michaels approached Will Forte with the idea of a MacGruber film. MacGruber was officially released in 2010 and was such a hit that it has since led to MacGruber the television series and even a second film, MacGruber 2. Will Forte also began writing for the popular television show The Last Man on Earth, starring himself January Jones, and Cleopatra Coleman. In the mid-2000s, he also starred in popular films and television shows such as The Cleveland Show, Life of Crime, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, She's Funny That Way, and more. Will Forte is also known for his work with nonprofits and his support of a variety of causes such as Camp Wampler's Kids, Sci-Eyes, Board of Directors of the National Policy and Advocacy Council on Homelessness, and more. More recently, Will Forte has starred in popular films and television shows such as Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day Special, A Futile and Stupid Gesture,
We can do anything we want. We can publish knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock. Who's that?
I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson, The Great North, and much more. Will Forte will next be seen in Studio 666 with Jenna Ortega and Jeff Garland, directed by BJ McDonnell. He will also be seen in Strays with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx, directed by Greenbaum. In addition, he will be seen in Expiration Date, which is a television miniseries, and MacGruber 2. Overall, Will Forte is a comedy superstar who has inspired many over the years with his humor and ambition. I am excited to see what projects he stars in and works on next.